Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Dolakbadu and I film about faith, beauty and lifestyle. Most of my videos talk about scholarships, fully funded scholarships. So for those of you that don't know, or probably this is your first time watching a video from my channel, I was awarded a fully funded scholarship to study a master's program in the United Kingdom. I do have a series of videos on my channel talking about fully funded scholarships, how to apply for a fully funded scholarship, from helpful tips and all of that. Now this video is one of my most requested video and it's about fully funded undergraduate scholarships. My channel, I've talked about fully funded master's scholarship, and that was because I was more conversant with that because I applied for a fully funded master's scholarship which I received, so I was more knowledgeable about that. But due to the increased demand and request for fully funded undergraduate scholarships, and I did do my research and I realized that there are not lots of videos on YouTube talking about fully funded undergraduate scholarships in the UK, and this is for several reasons. One is because they are very rare. So because undergraduate studies usually take about 3 years, 4 years, some of them are 4 years, some 5 years. So of course universities, organizations in the UK may be reluctant to give a fully funded scholarship that will cover each and every year, but it does not say that they are not available. So there are scholarships available. So if you stay tuned to this video and keep watching, you'll be able to find out which scholarships are available, fully funded, that are available for you to apply to. If you're looking to apply for an undergraduate course by 2024 and you're really looking for scholarships, then this video is for you. So definitely stay tuned to the end of this video, because at the end of this video I'm going to be mentioning the links that you can check to search for fully funded undergraduate scholarships, and I'm also going to be giving some bonus scholarships at the end, so definitely stay tuned to the end. Now, while I was doing my research, searching and asking questions about this, I realized that there's not so much information about undergraduate scholarships. So I'm really hoping that this video really helps those who are really interested in applying for undergraduate scholarships. Now, most undergraduate scholarships are divided into different parts. So if you have been probably doing your search or your research prior to this video, you probably have been seeing some scholarships, undergraduate scholarship, they call merit scholarships or excellence scholarship or vice chancellor scholarship, and you're probably wondering, okay, what does that mean? So I'm here to explain it in more detail. So when you hear something like academic or merit or excellence scholarship, that means these are scholarships that are given based on probably academic performance. So each scholarship has their eligibility criteria. So some scholarships would say, okay, to be eligible you have to have had so score or grade that in your results when you're submitting. If you're from Nigeria, let's say your senior WAEC examination, maybe they want you to have all A's and all of that. So different scholarships have their different eligibility criteria. Some are given based on your financial needs. So there's some scholarships, while I was doing my research, I saw some scholarships that actually their selection criteria is based on your financial needs. So for students that have serious financial need or financial hardship, those students are kind of giving more, will I say, priority. There are some subject-based scholarships. So for example, let's say you want to study engineering. So some universities may have specific scholarship for engineering students. Some may have specific scholarship for dentistry students. So it's also important to check that the course you are studying, check if they have a scholarship for that course that you want to study. There are also what we call performance-based scholarships. Now these performance-based scholarships are based on extra performance. So not necessarily academic performance, but let's say something that are good in sports or music. Those ones are rare in terms of being fully funded. Most of them are maybe tuition fee waivers, maybe a certain percentage is taken out of your tuition fees. Those ones are there, but they are also called performance-based scholarships. So it could be in sports, music, or performing arts like dance or drama. Also have what we call sanctuary scholarships. Now sanctuary scholarships is something that has now become more popular with a lot of universities, and I did find them a lot while doing my search. Now sanctuary scholarships are scholarships that are given for asylum seekers or refugees. That's those that had to leave their country because of a humanitarian humanitarian crisis or problem, maybe because their life was in danger. For example, let's take the Ukraine war, for example. So a lot of students from Ukraine actually were eligible to apply for the sanctuary scholarship because they had to flee from their country due to the war. Now, a lot of universities in the UK are offering these sanctuary scholarships to help asylum seekers or refugees to be able to study in the UK. Now, these scholarships are fully funded and they cover tuition fees, maintenance allowance. I think some of them do cover transport as well. I'll be talking about them in more detail soon. The scholarships I'm going to be sharing in this video, as much as I'm sharing them, also please go back and do your own research. Like I mentioned in one of my videos, if you apply for a scholarship that you're not eligible for, most likely you will not be selected for that scholarship. So you have to check the eligibility criteria, see that you fit the criteria, and if not, you can always look for another scholarship with which you fit. I'm pretty sure you'll find a scholarship that you probably fit the criteria. If you don't fit one criteria, it could be academic criteria, it could be the financial hardship part, but definitely do your research before you apply. So let's now talk about the fully funded scholarships available for international students in the UK. The first one, and I'm going to be giving like a screen record so that you can see some information about it. The first one is the University College London Global Undergraduate Scholarship. It is fully funded. That means that your tuition fee is going to be paid for. And this scholarship is they're going to be giving 10 of these scholarships, 10 awards. So according to the website, it says that 10 awards of full tuition fees and maintenance allowance. So this scholarship is an undergraduate scholarship that covers your full tuition fee and also maintenance. So a maintenance allowance is basically allowance that is given to you for you to pay for your accommodation, feeding, basically your living or your life in the UK. Now, this scholarship is a good scholarship because it's eligible for all undergraduate degrees. So it is not course specific or subject specific. So that means that whatever course you want to study in University College London, you are eligible for this scholarship. So they are giving 10 awards of full tuition fees and maintenance allowance and 23 awards of only full tuition fees. Now, I would say this is a very, very generous scholarship because most fully funded scholarships are probably maximum of 10 that they are going to give, like 10 students that they're going to give. But this time around, they're giving 10 students for full tuition and maintenance allowance. They're giving 23 students that covers only their full tuition. Now, this is a very, very generous scholarship, and that is why it's the first on my list. Now, to be eligible for this scholarship, you have to be an overseas student. That means that you have to be a student coming from abroad to study in the UK. Now, on the website, it says that the scholarship is awarded on the basis of financial needs. Like, remember when I mentioned that some scholarships are given based on your academic performance, some are given based on your financial need. Now, this scholarship is given or awarded on the basis of financial need. So this is a hint to let you know that when you're applying for this scholarship, you have to emphasize that you really have financial need and you really cannot afford to pay for it, and give a background. So for example, let's say maybe you're the first person in your family to want to go to university, or maybe you come from a low income background. These are things that you should highlight in your application because it's written here that is awarded on the basis of financial need. They want to award it to students who really have very great financial need and can really not afford to pay for university. So that's a hint that you should definitely take note of. They're going to put more information about this scholarship later on, but it says here that the applications will open in January, so definitely check the website out. I'm going to leave the link of the website in the description for this video, so definitely check out the scholarship. I would say it's one of those scholarships that will probably be really competitive, but definitely give it a chance and try. You never know, you could just be awarded this scholarship. So that's the first one. It's called the UCL Global Undergraduate Scholarship, and UCL means University College London, and the deadline for this scholarship is on the 22nd of April 2024 by 5 p.m. British summer time. So I would say definitely start working on your application now for this scholarship because the deadline is in April. And just to highlight it here, it says that the scholarship aims to enable and encourage international students from low-income backgrounds to pursue full-time undergraduate degree studies at UCL. That's why, like I mentioned as well, if you're someone that comes from a low-income background, it would be important to highlight that in your application because those are the kind of students that they want to award this scholarship. So that is the first scholarship. Now, the second fully funded undergraduate scholarship that I'll be talking about here is called the Ashinaga Scholarship. Now, I found this scholarship under the website of the University of Warwick, so you should definitely check out the University of Warwick. Like I said, I'm going to leave the link in the description. Now, the Ashinaga Scholarship is funded by the Ashinaga Africa Initiative, and it says here that it is an international leadership program that cultivates the next generation of leaders to contribute to the development of sub-Saharan Africa. So if that's something that you're passionate about, definitely put that in your application, because that's what they want to see. Scholarship, the criteria is that the applicant must have lost one or both parents. That is one of the criteria for the scholarship. Also, applicants should have completed secondary school and passed national secondary school examination within the last 2 years, or will have completed secondary school and received final exam results before February 28, 2021. So that's another criteria that you need to look out to be sure that you fit that criteria. Also, applicants should have citizenship or have completed their high school in one of the following countries. So there are a list of countries here, mostly African countries or countries in sub-Saharan Africa. So if you are a student from sub-Saharan Africa, this is a scholarship that, and if you fit the other criteria, this is a scholarship that you should look out for as well. And also in terms of the value of this scholarship, so it's fully funded, like I said, so it covers the tuition fees, so you don't have to pay for tuition, covers accommodation, travel costs, and any necessary fees. And this is also a very generous scholarship because it's basically covering everything, including travel costs. It also says that you must be studying in one of the following countries: Japan, United Kingdom, and United States. So if you're watching this video and you fit the criteria, but maybe you don't want to study in the United Kingdom, you can also, with this scholarship, apply to study in the United States or in Japan. Now, the deadline for this scholarship is the 19th of February, so this is much closer. So definitely, if you fit any of this criteria, start looking to apply for this scholarship. According to the number of awards they're going to be giving, they said multiple, so quite generous once again. And it's also good because this scholarship is not subject specific, that there is unrestricted. So unrestricted means that whatever the course you're studying, you don't have to study a particular course to be able to, or to be eligible for this scholarship. So any course that you're studying at all. Now, one of the universities that I found that are giving this scholarship, this Ashinaga scholarship, is the University of Warwick. So definitely check out the University of Warwick. The link will be in my description. And like it said, you don't have to study a particular course to get the scholarship. Any course is applicable for this scholarship. The third fully funded scholarship I'll be talking about, the undergraduate scholarship, is the Rich Oxford Scholarship. Now, one thing I note about the University of Oxford, and University of Oxford actually does give out quite a number of fully funded scholarships as compared to other universities. Now, a lot of people might say that University of Oxford may be a far reach, meaning that their criteria are quite high, it's more competitive and all of that. But what I would always say is that always try, like don't give up from the onset. Like I remember when I was applying for scholarships as well, I thought it was too far to reach. I thought I needed to be the best student to get a scholarship, and to be honest, thankfully, by the grace of God, I don't think I did anything special, or I was I was spectacular, so to say. So I would just say try as much as there might be some rejections, but maybe out of the many scholarships you apply for, one may come out and you're awarded that one. So definitely don't feel discouraged if you see that it's an Oxford scholarship or University of Oxford scholarship. I would say give it a try. Now, one thing I would mention before I go into more details about this scholarship is that most of these scholarships, if you read the eligibility criteria, it also says that you need to have been given admission into the university. So that's why it's important for you to read the criteria thoroughly. Check what the criteria is. Some scholarships do not require you to apply for the course, while some say that you have to apply for the course and you have to have been given admission to be eligible to get that scholarship. So definitely check it out. Back to the Rich Oxford Scholarship. Now, the Rich Oxford Scholarship, it says that the applicants must be nationals of countries who receive official development assistance from the Development Assistance Committee of the Organization Foundation for Economic Cooperation and Development. Now, there are quite a number of, in fact, a lot of countries here. So I would say definitely check it out. If you are from Nigeria, Nigeria is one of the eligible countries as well. Most African countries are here, so check the website and see if your country is part of it. And undergraduate scholarship, like I mentioned. Now, one thing about this scholarship is that it's for all subjects except medicine. So if you are looking to study medicine, you'll probably not be eligible for this scholarship, but all other subjects, it says in the course listing. So check the course listing and check if, so it's subject based, so check if the subject that you want to study is part of the course listing subjects. There is that it's only suitable for candidates who have received an offer and who are of the highest academic ability. So this is also more of like an academic, merit scholarship. You are probably going to be looking at students that have a high academic ability. It says here that financial need, social commitment, and lack of ability to study for a degree in their own country are also major criteria for selections, which is good. Applicants should be intending to return to their country following their studies. Priority will be given to students who have not studied at undergraduate level before. That's why I said it's important to read through these things and be sure. So if you are looking to maybe stay back after your studies, think about that when applying for this scholarship, because it says that you should be intending to return to your country following your studies. Now, it covers 3 or 4 years depending on your course length. The course fee, like I said, it covers the course fees, a grant for living costs, and 1 return airfare per year. That's a very good one if you ask me. So basically what it means is that it covers your tuition fees. They give you a grant for your living costs, so that's your accommodation, feeding, and all of that. And you also get 1 return airfare per year. So let's say it's a 4-year course now. What I understand by this is that you can get a return airfare, that's to travel back home per year, once per year, and they are giving 2 to 3 awards per year. So this is quite a small number compared to the others, but definitely do still try. It's going to be quite competitive, but yeah, do try. Now, in terms of application, it says that you must make an application to the University of Oxford for an undergraduate course through UCAS. Now, the UCAS website, www.ucas.com, is a website where most undergraduate, like if you want to study an undergraduate course, you have to apply to the university. So it's different from master's. So for a master's degree, you apply through the university, but for most undergraduate degrees, and this is for both home students and international students, depending on the university, you have to apply through UCAS. So www.ucas.com. So definitely have that in mind. Even if the deadline has passed already for application this year, definitely look out for it for next year as well. I would say it's a good scholarship, so definitely be on the lookout for it. Now, number 4, the 4th scholarship I'll be talking about in this video is the I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it well, but it's Ian and Rosemary James Undergraduate Scholarship for Overseas Students. Now, this is also given by the University of Oxford. Now, in terms of scholarship details, is a fully funded scholarship that covers your tuition fees, cost of living, and also travel allowance. It also gives 1 return economy class flight per year. And it also says here that it's for international students and students from the Republic of Ireland. And it says here that priority will be given to offer holders in mathematics and joint courses with mathematics. So that means that if you are a student looking to study maths, then this is a scholarship that you should definitely try to apply to. It also exempts students that want to study medicine. These offer holders in all subjects, with the exception of medicine, are eligible to apply if they satisfy the nationality and subject requirements. So it's saying that basically if you're applying for any course at all, you can apply for this scholarship, but priority is given to those who want to study mathematics. So have a look at this scholarship. It's called the Ian and Rosemary James Undergraduate Scholarship for Overseas Students. So the link will also be in the description. Now I'm going to to give some bonus scholarships. These scholarships are not fully funded, but they cover 50% of your tuition fee. So I thought of sharing this as well, because I feel like 50% of your tuition fee is actually still a whole lot compared to just maybe a tuition fee waiver that most universities offer. So the first 50% of scholarship is called the Fairer Future Global Scholarship by the University of Hull. Now, this scholarship covers 50% of your tuition fees, and to be eligible for this scholarship, it says that you must have received an offer of study for one of the eligible programs that's in the university. You must have not previously studied in the UK at degree level. You must be classified as an international student for fee-paying purposes, not be in receipt of any financial sponsorship from a government or commercial sponsorship body, have completed a Fairer Future Global Scholarship application form, have submitted a reference for the purposes of scholarship selection from a teacher or counselor from your high school. So have a read through the eligibility criteria. This covers 50% of your fees, of your tuition fees for all years of your undergraduate study, and they are giving it to 17 applicants. So I believe that 50% of your tuition fee each year, that is also like a great deal. So if that's something that you feel like, you know, you'd be interested in, do check the scholarship out as well. Application deadline is on the 31st of May 2024. So most of the scholarships I'm sharing here, their deadlines are next year, early next year. So definitely start, you know, the application process now. Start gathering your documents and all of that. I'll talk more about applying towards the end of this video. Also, if you want to know where I'm getting the information about most of these scholarships for, I'm going to be sharing the information at the end of this video. So definitely stay tuned to the end to be able to find out, you know, which website you can actually find more fully funded undergraduate scholarships if that's what you're interested in. The average number of scholarships per year is going to be 17, and the selection basis is based on academic excellence and extracurricular achievements. But when you're applying for this scholarship, it's important for you to emphasize your academic excellence and also emphasize any extracurricular achievements that you have. So if it's that maybe you are good in sports, or you're good in music or dance, or any other extracurricular achievement, you need to emphasize it in your application. So it's advised that when you're applying for a scholarship, look at what the selection basis is on, and that helps you to probably, you know what to focus on in your personal statements or your scholarship application letter. This is the first 50% of scholarship that I'll be sharing in this video. Now the second one is from the University of Bradford, and is also scholarships for students that want to study media, design, technology, that also want to study archaeology, I hope I'm pronouncing that well, and chemistry. Now this is also a 50% of scholarship, that's 50% of your tuition fees, and it says here that the scholarship will be applied automatically upon enrollment. So after applying for the course, automatically the scholarship will be applied, and there is no need to apply for the scholarship. So it's an automatic, you know, 50% off once you get an admission to the course, which I think is quite fair. It says that students from all countries who meet the criteria are eligible. National students will receive a 50% discount on their tuition fees. That is, they will pay £11,645 per academic year. So this is as at 2023. So the fees are liable to increase later on, who knows. But it basically says that they're going to take off 50% of your tuition fees. The application deadline for this scholarship is still quite far. It's on the 18th of October 2024. So that's a lot of time. If you are a student that wants to study media, design, technology, chemistry, archaeology, check the University of Bradford for this scholarship. The one I want to talk about is the Sanctuary Scholarship. So these are not 50% of, these are fully funded scholarships. Many universities in the UK are offering Sanctuary Scholarships. These Sanctuary Scholarships are for asylum seekers and refugee. One of the universities offering the Sanctuary Scholarships is the University of Sheffield. University of Leicester also offers this as well. University of Edinburgh also offers this. Universities mentions here that the candidates must be in the UK at the time of applying, be seeking asylum in the UK, or have been granted discretionary or limited leave to remain in the UK following an application for asylum in the UK. Scholarship is quite different. So if you're coming from outside the UK, you may not be eligible for the scholarship. But if you're an international student who is like probably an asylum seeker in the UK, then definitely check out the sanctuary scholarships. So many of the universities in the UK do offer this scholarship as well for undergraduate, masters, and even PhD. Now, for more bonus scholarships, because you guys have stayed up to this point, I'll give you some bonus scholarships. Another bonus scholarship is the International Undergraduate Scholarship by the University of St. Andrews. Now, this scholarship does not cover full tuition, but it gives you £10,000 a year towards your tuition fees. Now, the deadline for this scholarship is on the 31st of January 2024. It says that a separate application is required and it's eligible for subjects like creative arts and design, applied and pure sciences, humanities, computer and mathematical science. So if you're a student that wants to study any of this course, £1,000 is something if it's given to you per year towards your tuition fees. And they are giving about 7 applicants per year, and the selection basis is based on financial need or hardship. That is it for now in terms of fully funded undergraduate scholarships. Websites that you can check, or where I found most of these scholarships, are nationalscholarships.com, International Education Financial Aid.com, the British Council website, and UKCISA. Now, these are some of the websites where you can find international scholarships or scholarships for international students. I'm going to leave the link in the description as well, so you definitely do check it out, because more scholarships will probably be opening up later. So this list is not exhaustive, so there are probably more scholarships out there or available, so you just need to do your research. But these are some of the website that you can start in terms of, like, starting your research or knowing what to do when applying for this scholarship that I've mentioned, or any other scholarship that you're going to apply to. It's important to remember that much as you think, okay, April is far or May is far, it's really not that far. Start gathering your documents together. Think or look at the eligibility criteria for each scholarship and see the documents that you're going to need, especially if you're applying for the course. For scholarships that require you to apply for the course first, look at the course you want to study, how you can apply for the course, what documents you need. For example, your ID. So if you don't have an international passport yet, start working on getting your international passport, because most likely they're going to ask for those documents as well. They're probably going to ask for like your results as well if you're leaving secondary school. So definitely check out this information, do your research, and start gathering your applications as well. And don't give up. If you think that, okay, it's going to be competitive, just try. For some of them, or for most of them, you might not need to pay for an application fee, and even if you have to pay, probably maybe a small fee. It all depends on the university, so definitely check that out as well. If the university that requires you to pay for an application fee, check how much you need to pay. Try and gather the resources for that. But for those ones that are free and you don't have to pay as well, I would say give it a try. You never know. So I really hope that this video has helped you. All the links to all the scholarships I mentioned in this video are going to be in the description, and if you've learned a lot, or if this video has helped you, definitely do give it a thumbs up, like, share, and please subscribe to my channel if you are not a subscriber yet. And let me know if you want me to do a list of fully funded postgraduate scholarships, and I'll be happy to film that as well. So thank you so much for watching. I know that this video has been highly requested, and I just had to take out time to film this video and do my research as well. But also do your own research, because I'm sure that there are probably more fully funded undergraduate scholarships out there, or that will come out soon. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So thank you so much for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye.